Rayman and Glowbox have been asleep for 100 years, because that's the way they roll, and in their downtime the world's been taken over by nightmares, obviously. Naturally, our floaty-handed hero and a growing cast of colourful characters must run, jump and slap their way to victory, ending the machinations of the 5 dark teensies and freeing the world from the bad things. It's about as simple and, dare I say, 90s a plot as you can get, and that's okay. It's all you need. Rayman Legends takes the gameplay of Rayman Origins and, well, that's mostly all it does. And that's a good thing, because it means more elegantly designed platforming levels with a sense of fluidity and pacing that stand among some of the most refined gameplay design examples you'll hope to find in this day and age. As always, Rayman and his friends will sprint, jump, wall jump, hover and punch their way through 5 colourful and unique worlds, finding and rescuing kidnapped teensies, picking up scads of lums, and trying to reach top scores. Not content to just be a platforming game, Legends tosses in stealth sections, shooting segments and brilliant rhythmic musical stages just to keep things interesting, all with a shared sense of style to keep the whole thing coordinated rather than chaotic. Precision and timing is key to success, though sometimes the game seems to require clairvoyance to predict its traps and hidden areas, and the precision needed can be so strict as to prove too much for conventional controllers. Nevertheless, it works perfectly most of the time, and gliding through an intricate stage, nailing all the right moves, is an exhilarating experience. Murphy the Fairy also returns to manipulate the environment, cutting ropes, eating cake barriers and pulling platforms. He was designed for the Wii U gamepad, where you use the touchscreen to control him. On any other system, like the system version that we received from Ubisoft, you just press a button and Murphy automatically does what's needed. Rudimentary and crude, but he was always just a tech demo anyway, so I'm not too sad about it. There's tons of content too. Remixed invasion stages, unlockable levels from Origins, lucky cards to scratch for extra looms and weird little creatures, new characters, daily challenge stages and more. The main 5 worlds can be taken out in about 6 or so hours, but there's plenty to go on after that, and many levels are just worth playing twice. Rayman Legends looks, obviously, stunning. The cartoon style of Origins has been given greater depth and detail, with shading that makes everything look like a painting come to life. The animations are fluid and brim with personality, and the colour scheme is bright and contrasting enough to really pop up an HD TV. Some of the set pieces are just awe-inspiring, proving that you don't need $1 billion engine and photorealistic graphics to wow an audience. The audio follows suit, with an infectious soundtrack and cute sound effects. The musical stages prove to be spotlight stealers, with Rayman-esque covers of a delightful selection of pop and rock songs. You just haven't lived until you've blasted through a stage rocking out to Black Betty, with enemies providing background vocals. Rayman Legends is an expertly designed, highly polished and only sometimes annoying experience. It's full of moments that raise a big grin, looks and sounds incredible, and while I miss the lack of new Mosquito levels and I'm not too grabbed by the boss stages, there's still loads to love about this instalment. Origins has been followed up quite fittingly by a game that always switches things up and fails to get old.